Hello guys, in this video we'll see how to calculate the percentage of a column and how to normalize the data so that the highest value will be 100%, and we'll use this in a color mix expression so our colors will be much better distributed in our visuals. Okay, so we have here a very simple table with state and planted area. So our planted area is the sum of value, and to do it step by step I will first bring here the total, which is right here. First we need to repeat this value to all rows, okay? And we will duplicate this column, and the sum of value will add the total operator, which is a very simple step. So adding the total, this will repeat this 83 to all rows, and our percentage is calculated using this value divided by this one, right? So 10 divided by 83, 9 divided by 83, and so on. And since this is our total, we'll come back to the expression and sum the value and divide it by this total. Now when we click apply, we have a percentage. So changing here the format of the number. With this percentage, we can use the color mix expression in any of these columns or anywhere basically. I'll come back to the state column, and here in the background color expression, we'll add the Colormix1, which will create a gradient color scheme for our expression from 0 to 1. Okay, so we have here a percentage. As you saw, our highest value in the table is 21%, but keep watching and we'll normalize the data. For now, let's stick with that. And now we need to define what is the zero color that we want. So let's say that we want the zero value to be white, and color 1 or 100% would be red. Okay, close parenthesis, hit apply. So this is a very light red, which corresponds to the 21%. If we change the white to green, we have this result because most values here are very close to 0. I will go back one step, and now we'll normalize this percentage to make the 21 become 100%, and the lowest value will be 0. And to do that, our expression will be our area minus the minimum value divided by the max value minus the minimum value. Keep that in mind, and we will create the expression here in a new column. We'll have here the sum of our area, which is the value, minus the minimum value using the total, but here we need to use the aggr function because our value is aggregated, and this data set has a city level detail. So in this case, I will use the aggr function to aggregate it by state. And now we'll divide it by the max, also using the total, aggregating everything by state, minus this minimum value as well. So just explaining again, it's the area minus the minimum divided by the max minus the minimum. Now let me give a name to this column. I will call it normalized data. And this is a percentage, so let's format the number like that. So now our 21% represents 100 in this new formula. Now if we go back to our color mix using this same expression, let me just copy everything. I will color this column, the normalized one, okay? So go back to the color expression. Let's use the Colormix1. Now we have a better expression to use between 0 and 1. Our lowest value will be white, and the highest will be red. And this is much better to visualize. And inside the color expression, we can also use RGB colors or hex. So let's say that I want to use, instead of white, the RGB like that. And instead of red, I will use this one. Now this is much more visual, and you can add this to a chart. Of course, the dimension must be the same. Use it in the aggr function. Let me just create a quick example here. I will copy the color mix expression that we have in this column and use it in this chart. And again, this will work in this chart because we have the same dimension used in the agar function, okay? And there we go. We have a color mix expression using a normalized column. We can filter other dimensions, and our color mix will be better distributed. That's it for today. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel and check out the other videos. See you in the next one.